folks, welcome to another video. Just in downtown Painesville here, just checking what the water's like. Had quite a bit of rain overnight, some flooding in some of the rivers, which we will have a bit of a look at. There's no mention of the lakes flooding yet. I'm no expert, but well, just looking at the water there, looks about normal to me. But it says flooding for the Mitchell River and the Avon River, amongst quite a few others. Must be something happening in Traralgon, because they were talking about it on the radio this morning. So it might be a little bit different today. Maybe might get the camera actually off the mounting pad here on the windscreen for dash cam, so technically it may not be total dash cam. I will do a 2.0 of Painesville one of these days, but you're sort of seeing a lot of it now. But anyway, all looks, water level doesn't look any higher than normal. Just my eagle eye by the look of it. Maybe a touch higher. Anyway, next stop will be Eagle Point, where we can get right near the Mitchell River, and we'll go up to the lookout as well. I brought my other camera with me, so I might be able to zoom in. I haven't used it for a while, but we'll see. So you probably will see a little bit of difference in picture. Well, we're just around at Eagle Point now, and at the Eagle Point Jetty. Now that's definitely looking higher to me. So just over there, that land you can see in the distance there, that is the Mitchell River Silt Jetties. You know, they stretch out about 5 kilometres. I'll get a shot up on the lookout in a minute, but we'll also, probably won't be able to see how fast the river's running from the lookout, but there is a section that we can get to as well. So this is Lake King actually, and looking in that direction is probably Meetung all the way down there. Way down. Anyway, more in a minute. Righto, we're up on the lookout, Eagle Point. That's the Mitchell River down there. I can't really tell if it's no obvious signs of flooding. I thought it would have been higher than that, but it's obviously, it must be up a bit if Lake King's up a bit. Let's get up a little bit higher. And there's boy. Hey boy. What do you reckon, pup? Well, you can't really see the Silt Jetties. It would have been over 2 years ago, probably. A bit windy. But you can see how they've carved their own little channel out over long periods of time. Looking out over Lake King again. And that's the Silt Jetties way out there, if you can see it. Well, no evidence of any major flooding here so far. Well, we're down at the ground level, Mitchell River. Yeah, there's some current there, but I was down here the other day and doesn't Doesn't look any higher than this off the boards. But yeah, there's definitely some water flowing outwards, downstream. Whether it was doing that the other day, not too sure. It's probably moving quicker out in the middle than what you can see there, if you can see that. There's a leaf there. Well, I'm just heading to the floodplains of the Avon River. Now, according to the warnings, they were supposed to peak at the high flood level or something this afternoon, and it's 1:45, so I've seen it in, I can't remember the year, it would have been about 2008. I've got some pictures where it was just totally flooded all over the place, so I don't think it'll be like that today, but we shall see. Like, you couldn't drive through it or anything, it was majorly flooded. So I'll bring you back when we get there, which, I don't know, it'd have to be 20 minutes from where I am now, I guess. I should just add, just because it says it's peaking this afternoon, it doesn't mean that there won't be any floods in the Gippsland Lakes, but I reckon they must be pretty confident that it's not going to flood, otherwise there'd be warnings out. You know, they have to tell you, give you the worst case scenario. But from my knowledge, in past floods, you know, it can come a week later after the rain. I mean, there's a hell of a lot of water standing where I am just now, so you know, at Bairnsdale Airport we had 61 millimetres, so that's over 2 inches, and they probably get hundreds of mils up in the hills where all the water that is resulting in the high levels of the rivers. That's where it comes from. So you never know. The floods could come later on. But like I say, yeah, I would say they'd have warnings out already if it was. But you know, anything can happen because it's nature. Well, I'm about halfway to where the Avon floodplains are and the Avon River, and I'm just amazed. Right, there's been water over the road, the paddocks are just full of water. To the right of me now there's a dry creek, it's absolutely full, and it runs under the road just in front of us here. And all of this, man, oh my god, there's just water everywhere. I haven't seen it like this. You'd think there's going to be a big flood on. My god, that is absolutely chock-a-block underneath there. Not only is the dry creek full, it's just, it's over flooded from that. The whole paddock out to the left of me there in the low area is just water, water, water. Unbelievable. Well, there hasn't been a lot of time for the water to get into the lakes, you know. So, like I said a minute ago, the flooding of the lakes could come in another week, but like I say, I don't think so. Otherwise, they'd be saying it. Yeah, there's a lot of more traffic than usual on this back road. I wonder if the Princes Hwy is closed from flooding. Another detour on the way to the Avon River. This is the Holland's Landing Road, and back in 08 or whatever it was, this was all underwater through here. There's a little bit of water here on the right, but yeah, it was, I don't know, maybe a kilometre underwater. And just down here, not far, was basically, you couldn't go any further. no sign of the floods down here. This from about here in 07, 08 was just all underwater here. Couldn't see anything, just the trees sticking up, just water. So I'm assuming when this all floods, that means that the lakes are also in flood. So, like I say, it may come, may not. Right, next stop. What I've been talking about, the Avon River. Well, we're about a couple of k's from where the floodplain is. Still a hell of a lot of water around, but I remember years ago they had a sign there saying, road is flooded, can't get through. But there's nothing like that here now, so I guess we'll be able to get through. We go down quite a steep hill here in a minute, down into the floodplains. They built the two little bridges up, probably 35 years ago. They used to be really low and wooden, I remember as a kid. But they didn't build the whole road up, only where the little bridges are, to let the water through. I don't know what the hell this guy in front's got on. Well, all of this was just underwater in 2008. Yeah, you pretty much stop here on the left and this whole thing was underwater. So there will be water running under these little things. Oh, I don't know, it's a bit hard to tell, but we actually go over the river here in 30 seconds or so. Over the Avon River, that is. No, it's definitely not as wet as it was years ago, but that could change. Oh yeah, she's swollen. Yep. Still nowhere near as bad as what it was years ago, but and all this was underwater too. I had to drive all the way around and to get to this side of it. Yep, this was all underwater. So anyway, I might do this this little cruise again in a few days or a week or something, and see what it's like then. Well, that's it. I'm going to turn around here shortly and head home, I think. So, thanks for joining me on this little expedition. I think I'll put this on the Evans channel because it's not totally a dash cam, as opposed to the other channel, Aussie dash cams. Yeah. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. And there's water over the road here. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Yeah. Go for a bit of a splash. There we go. Alright guys. Thank you. See you later.